but we want to say a huge thank you for 200 subscribers.
117.
Oh my gosh, guys, you're doing awesome.
Do it. 929.
No way.
934.
Oh my gosh, guys.
938.
Oh my god.
941. Oh shit. 945.
Twitch. You want to show it to Twitch too?
Grit Paranormal. GRIT space paranormal.
You guys can do it 1K. Come on. Come on.
997.
Oh my god, when? No.
What? I'm being serious.
Are we shaving so I said?
Are we about to
Are you serious?
997
Thank you,
subs right now.
guys.
3
Oh
more.
my god.
1,000. We're going. We are going tomorrow night to the Conjuring House.
Alright guys, so we got here and there was a huge thing of snow, so we're just gonna clear all this away so we can get the car in there.
We are bringing you a wonderful video. We are super excited, and we're here to bring you what it is, the USS Salem. Guys, a few weeks ago, we were sitting steady at around 850 subscribers, and you know, there's a whole shout out list that we really have to give that got us to this point, and the biggest person that helped us out right now was Maddie. And you know, we really just can't thank you enough. We were doing that live stream together, and then you shouted us out, which you really didn't have to do, and we are so grateful for that. You guys who came from TikTok almost doubled our subscriber count that night. And you know, we are so grateful for that, and without any of that, we would probably still be around just under the 900 mark.
Yeah.
So you guys, you know, what I do want to say is that we're going to try and bring you the best evidence and videos that we can. And we are still learning. We've been doing this for just over a year now. So all the stuff that we come across, all the stuff that we find is brand new, and it's an adventure. That's basically what it is.
Yeah,
you know,
really
we're learning, and we're taking you guys along with us. Right when we started, we had the camera with us. You go back to the very first video, it's just these guys.
So how this really started was a very long time ago. Me and Troy were hanging out one day in a tent, and we had an extension cord?
An extension cord,
and
yeah.
we were playing Xbox in a tent.
Like a LAN party. We were having a LAN party in a tent.
And we were playing NBA 2K19, and Troy had the idea of, dude, let's do a YouTube channel. Let's do like a paranormal investigating channel, just out of the blue. I was playing 2K, and he just came up with it out of nowhere. Let's start this channel, and from there, we did our first ever video at the Lad School Cemetery. We got together, and I had this little Fujiyama picture camera.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't even meant for taking videos. It was a picture camera. So if you go back and look, like the quality of that first video, even when we had just a little bit of lighting in the car, it was terrible. It was horrible. The whole video is just dark. It's just me and Reed walking through a cemetery in the dark. Yeah. And to us, it was perfect. It was exactly what we wanted, you know? And it really, it's crazy to see how far we've came from that, you know, adventure to the graveyard to, you know, being able to go to the Conjuring House more than, I'd say we've been over there more than 20 times. We've met so many people along the way, people that we wouldn't even dream about meeting. You know, and it's crazy. It's absolutely mind-boggling, the fact that we have such a blessing to be able to meet these people and to be able to interact with them and interact with the spirits. It's crazy.
After our first video at the Conjuring House, Tyler texted Troy after we did a Facebook Live, and he was really intrigued, like, oh dude, I would love to help you guys edit, help you guys just kind of show us the way, because Tyler's been doing YouTube a lot longer than me and Troy have, and he knew the style of editing that we needed to do and knew how to do knew how to do thumbnails and know how to make them. And he at first was helping us out with that kind of stuff, and it came to the point where we had an investigation at the Conjuring House that next week, and Tyler asked if he could go, and next thing you know, Grit Paranormal we added Tyler on, and it was an amazing experience, and that was his first investigation. And that night we actually met all of New England Paranormal. Joe Ranoni, specifically, you have helped us out so much and giving us spots and coming to investigations, giving us guidance and showing us the equipment that we actually need. That night was our first time ever seeing like REM pods, portal boxes.
And honestly, what was all of your reaction about the portal box that night?
Oh, I was the first thing I said when we came back down from that portal box section, I said it to both of you guys, I was like, we need that.
And that was one of the craziest things where I'm just sitting back.
Yeah.
And you're hearing words come out of this thing that's answering people's questions. And I'm like,
the Alf, remember?
That was so crazy.
I remember Joe, because when we were doing it, Joe's like, oh, it asked for a football. Who wants to go downstairs in the basement and get the football? And like, me being new into it, I was like, I'll do it. And I went downstairs and I was completely just like shaking. I was like, oh, I'm in the basement alone. Like, even though there was lights on and I had done it before, there's nothing quite like being in a spot like the Conjuring House is alone.
Yeah,
it's incredible, and it really opened us up that night.
And to this day, I think that portal box session is the best portal box session I think I've ever been a part of, because it was just so accurate and responding and so intelligent, and asking for names. Give us a name. How old are you? 300. Talked about Aver.
Yeah.
Football. Alf. Reed. Tyler. It just went off, and our portal box. You guys have seen it plenty. I don't think we have a portal box session you can even compare to Joe's. I don't know, maybe it's just Joe's portal box.
It is definitely Joe's, because we don't have the correct paddles, and he's been telling us that since day one when we got it.
Yeah.
So maybe this year we can try and work at getting the correct paddles to make sure that we can show you guys more on what we were even talking about with that portal. I mean, we do have the video, but to add it into our investigations now would be huge. And I just do want to go back on the topic of when we were talking about the beginning.
Yeah.
Because with these guys, I had no intentions of doing paranormal at all. I wanted to help you guys with just making a good thumbnail and just being like, okay, you got to edit it on the computer.
Yeah.
And you got to kind of cut out some of the boring spots, even though we might like them. And yeah, I mean, I had no intentions, and then you guys told me about the Conjuring House, and I said, all right, yeah, let's go do it.
I think actually, was it after the Conjuring House or before the Conjuring House when we knighted you in with the sword?
That was before.
Before, because that's when the second night of editing.
Yeah.
The second night of editing is when I pretty much came on and was like, all right, yeah, let's do this.
And when Troy says knighted him in, literally we took a sword, got him on one knee, and knighted him in from shoulder to shoulder. We actually did that.
It was pretty funny.
One of the dumbest things that you guys have done. And I did it. I sat there and I was like, what is going on?
He did do it.
And the way this channel started, I remember sitting down and watching the numbers on the first Conjuring video.
Yeah.
And we got 100. We hit 250 views in the first night.
Yeah.
And it blew us away, and we're thinking, oh, maybe we're gonna hit 100 subs. That week, I'm pretty sure we hit 100 subs.
We did, yeah.
And our biggest goal was 200 subs. We hit 200. We hit that really fast. Made our thank you for 200, and then we said 1,000. Our goal was just to hit 1,000. We weren't like, we wanted to hit 1,000 subs as soon as we could, and we worked and grinded for it. And because of what we said earlier with Maddie, literally doubled our sub count. We're at 1.59 or 1.6 thousand subscribers now on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
1.59.
It's a big audience now. Like you know, it's not just 800 people or it's not just 100 people watching this. There's over 1,000 people that we have to make videos for, and you guys are waiting on the product that we're giving to you.
I remember that because when we did a 200 video, Tyler actually pointed that out. He's like, listen, it's not us anymore, it's you guys. And we were just talking about 200 people.
Yeah.
And now it's 1,500.
Yeah.
Almost 1,600 people. And I mean, how does that make you guys feel? Like,
to be honest, for a new channel, there's no way that we should be at this number right now.
No.
There's absolutely no way.
We shouldn't be at 500. Like, it's moved so fast.
It's due to all of the friends and connections that we have had through this. Yeah. And if we were completely by ourselves, right, and we didn't go to the Conjuring House those few nights, we would still probably be sitting at around 50 to 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
Not due to anything to where we would have bad content,
Right.
but
It's exposure.
we have gotten so much help, and I'm not even saying through shoutouts, because
No,
everyone
it's
has
from
helped us
everyone.
that way,
Everyone that we've
but
met.
from knowing how to investigate,
Yeah.
from knowing what to do in a video, from styles of editing to how you can perform, all of that, we would still probably be sitting at the basics.
Yeah.
We would be.
And you know, we have, so we don't have a full like team that like you guys see, but we have a paranormal family, and all of that is what's helping us so much.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
we couldn't be grateful for
our family.
for enough. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot, and there's a lot that I'm not saying we have to prove anything, but we want to show you guys the best possible stuff that we can, because you guys deserve that. And I think that we're at a point to where we can really show them our best stuff.
We can definitely
and just
start
keep
to
getting better.
start to provide better and better content.
And no matter how long it even takes to edit a video, no matter how difficult the spot can be, like not even that. I just want to bring up the people in our little group that we have, like the Para family, the owners of the Conjuring House, Satori and Cody from Ghost Hunters, Seth and Casey, YouTubers, Exploring with Josh, YouTubers, and then there's Grit Paranormal and my mom, who we just hit over 1,000. But I just think it's so weird that out of everybody in that group, we just so happen to be in there with them at the same time. I don't know.
And it's the best part about the paranormal community is that no one looks at things like that.
No
Right.
one does.
And I'm so grateful for that in the case, because, you know, we wouldn't have the friendships that we have throughout
Right.
this. And, you know.
I just want to say I love you guys, all you guys. You know,
Yeah.
everyone in the paranormal family. I want to thank you, all of you. You know, we already mentioned your names, but without you guys, none of this would be possible at all. You know, and I know we've said that a bunch, but we really mean it. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for you guys.
It's true.
And it's almost a way that we stumble over our words when we say something like this,
Yeah.
is because there really is no words for the three of us to put, and just how thankful we are for
Yeah.
absolutely everything.
And one person we can't leave out, even though he's not here, Chase.
Chase, yeah.
Chase has been such a big help with this group, even when it comes to investigating. At first, you guys didn't really see a lot of Chase because he's the guy behind the camera. You don't really see the camera guys, but recently with what Tyler's been doing on his own channel, Chase has been getting a lot more into the investigating scene and really putting himself in as an investigator. And with what we got at the SK Pierce mansion with him being told he's a witch, yeah, I remember him, like, Chase has something to him with the paranormal field.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
what it is.
With Chase being it, I mean, he could be a potential guy that you do see more on the channel, just for the unknown fact of we don't know what is going on with Chase through the connection throughout the spirit world, because there's something there. And you guys did see that at the SK, and on my channel we went to the Chase Manor, which all of us will be going back to.
Yep.
But it was just one of those things that I had the opportunity to go. But Chase was, you know, really getting more involved in the investigation, and he is doing really well. So over time, could you see Chase more on the camera and we have a new camera guy? That could possibly happen. But as of right now, Chase is behind the camera, but you will hear him a little bit more, or plus one of us might take the camera and include him,
which we have
especially
done.
Mm-hmm.
when it happens that way. Just because, I mean, at the beginning we had the intentions of just a camera guy, but he has
Grown.
He's grown, yeah, exactly. And all of us know how to use the cameras and stuff. We all know the basic controls. We all know what the camera needs to be set to for recording. And that's one big reason why I feel like we looked at a camera, guys, because we all know how to use the camera, but we're the investigators. It wouldn't make sense for all of us to just, you know, hold the camera separately. So Chase was a big help with the camera work, and now that he's getting into the paranormal, like in the actual investigating scene, it allows opportunities for us to get better with the camera, get better with shots and stuff. And speaking of, you know, cinematic shots, we actually just recently got a drone. So you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of overhead footage of maybe the Conjuring House, the SK Pierce, and the Hawthorne Hotel, which we're actually gonna be going to in 2 weekends. So that's gonna be a lot of fun to film, and you guys are just gonna get the quality you deserve, and we're just gonna try to grow as fast as we can. And what would we say like the end of the year goal is, sub count wise? Like what do we want to try to hit?
10,000.
That's at
10,000?
1,000.
I had
No, it won't be 10. 5,000.
I would say 5. I would say
5,000.
5,000 right now is the next benchmark.
They're saying 5,000. I think we can get to 10,000.
I think 10,000 would be attainable, but it all depends on how the channel goes and how the video production comes out. So that's where we all need to sit down and really look at the editing and really critique each other. And me being the editor, you know, I call Tyler all the time and say, hey, does this intro look good? Like, I want to make sure everything is perfection, and the advice he gives me, if I take it and I see a little thing I could maybe tweak, I do it, and I'll even redo the entire intro and show him again, and if it looks good.
I think it was the last video to where you completely like reversed everything.
Yeah.
It was.
And I'm like, yeah, style it like this. It's gonna have really good build up. And then when you did it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I probably should have done that from the get-go.
That's the thing. We all have our hands in the you know, in the cooking jar or cookie jar when it comes to the editing process. But there's a couple more things I want to get over so we don't make this video a half-hour long video of us just sitting on a couch. Number one, we didn't get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so my hair will be staying on the top of my head as of right now.
Wait a second. We didn't agree on that.
You said that it was going to get cut even though it was late.
Corey said he wasn't gonna do it, so
I'll fucking do it. I'll shave your head.
up.
You know, how about we try to get Jack?
I'll give that to you. We'll do it when it warms up.
Okay.
Beginning of June.
Okay.
Beginning
For my
of June.
birthday. For my birthday.
For your birthday?
For my birthday.
All right, Troy's birthday. We're gonna shave his head.
Yeah.
That's what. Okay. It's now engraved. It's set in video.
It's
You
on
guys have
video
witnessed
now.
it.
So on my birthday, we'll shave my head.
Yep.
Everybody happy about that?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Number two, there's a lot of spots that we're gonna try to get to this year. Hopefully, you know, they work out. I know last year a couple spots that we went to didn't really work out, and that was just, you know, technical difficulties with the mic and, you know, other things. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully be able to bring you some new, fresh content and not revisit old places as much. So we're gonna try to get out more new spots. And the last thing is, thank you guys so much for subscribing, for watching our content, for liking the video. Again, it all comes back to, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So
We wouldn't be saying thank you for 1,000. Like 1,000. We really should just be saying 1,000. Thank you for almost 1,600 subs.
Yeah.
Because 1,590 of you decided to sit down, watch one of our videos, click subscribe, like, or comment. That's just mind-blowing to even think about. And even just to look back at our view count, like, we have so many videos recently that have finally broken over 1,000 not 1,000 subs, over 1,000 views. And what was it? The Tesla video just got over 1,000.
Did it really?
Yeah.
So it's at like 1,200 right now,
Interesting, I didn't know
2,250.
that.
yeah.
So videos and the like count is just growing so much, and we actually just recently on our World's Largest Ghost Hunt video hit our first video with 100 likes. So
Really?
yeah, so that's just crazy to even look at that stat in the analytics, and that's one thing we don't look at is the analytics. We just look at our sub count, we look at the views, and as long as it shows progression and it has, you know, a good number to it, we know that we just got to keep doing what we're doing. And a lot of people in the comments, thank you guys, because you guys show your love and support every single video. There's people back from our first video, like Ritu. You have been supporting us this literally entire journey
Yeah,
from
that's
our
right,
first
yeah.
Conjuring video. So big shout out to you, and big shout out to the other people that have helped us out and critiqued us through this paranormal investigation journey. So I don't know if there's anything really much to say
Yeah, I was
anymore.
gonna say closing comments.
Yeah, anybody?
No.
We're good
Make
to
sure
go.
you guys check out Tyler's YouTube channel. Make sure you check out Reed's YouTube channel. We'll have it in the link below. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much.
Do it for him, Troy.
Peace out, Grit fam.